Hey guys, welcome back to Axial GT. Got a special video today. And while I normally cover gaming news, reviews, leaks, and things of that nature, I do PC builds from time to time, and plan on putting them up every now and then. I had recently found out that one of my favorite YouTubers was in dire need of a new PC, so I reached out to him. And that brings us to where we are today. Here's the new PC that I built for Upper Echolon Gamers. In this video, I'll go over the parts I chose and why I chose them. Let's get into it. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for future Axial GT content. I cover all things gaming. First up, we have the Ryzen 7 3700X. That is an 8-core, 16-thread CPU with a base clock of 3.6 and a boost up to 4.4. It also supports PCIe Gen 4. I did do a video a while ago on my picks for the 3rd gen Ryzen lineup that I'll link in the card at the top of the screen, in case you're interested. It's my opinion the 3700X is the perfect CPU for price to performance. That is, if you're creating a content creation PC. If this was strictly a gaming PC, I probably would have went with the Ryzen 3600. But with content creation, you just can't beat those extra cores and extra threads. Now for the motherboard, I chose the Asus TUF X570 Plus. And the reason why I chose this one is because for a sub $200 motherboard, it has excellent build quality and great VRMs. So in the future, if Upper Echelon wants to upgrade to, let's say, a 3950X, the VRMs should be able to handle it. And yes, I'm usually against the X570 lineup of motherboards, and that's only because of the price. Most people will be fine with the X470 or B450 board, but in this build, I'm thinking more along the lines of future-proofing. Now for memory, I chose the Corsair Vengeance LPX. This is usually my go-to memory to use. I'll be installing 2 sticks of 16 gigabytes for a total of 32 gigabytes. And if you notice, I'm using 3600 megahertz memory. I could have got by with 3200 megahertz, because that's usually what I use. I just wanted to squeeze an extra little bit of performance out of this PC. And just an FYI, on Asus motherboards, for the AMD chips, they do not call it the XMP profile. It's called DOCP. Just keeping that in mind when you want to enable it. And for gaming PCs, I usually stick with just 16 gigabytes. But since this is a content creation PC also, that's why I went with the extra memory. Now, we can't forget about storage. So I'll be installing a 1TB 970 EVO NVMe M.2 drive. While not the fastest kit on the block, it really holds its own. Plus, I'll have to say the reason I chose this one is warranty. It has a 5-year or a 600 TBW, or terabytes written. But that isn't all for storage. I'm also going to be installing this Firecuda 2TB hybrid hard drive that also has a 5-year warranty. You'll find that in this build, and many of the others that I do, warranty is a common theme. And now we have the GPU, which is EVGA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, which is an awesome card. It's been my experience that for 1080p gaming, this is overkill. But we're looking at high to ultra settings on 1440p and medium to high settings on 4K, depending on the game. And to power all this, I'm using a Corsair RM850X, which is an 850 watt power supply with an 80 plus gold rating. And it also has a 10-year warranty. And I have to say, this here is whisper quiet. And we'll be tucking all these parts inside the Cooler Master Silencio S600, which comes with sound dampening material. Because this build, we're going for quiet operation and simplistic design. And it's one of my favorite cases to build in. So let's go ahead and slap these parts in this case and see what we wind up with. So there you have it, a nice clean crisp build for an awesome PC. Now you might have noticed the little red bar that I've used to hold up my graphics card. This is kind of the oil of Olay of graphics card support. And as a lot of people know, it's hard to fight the effects of gravity. Shit just don't stay in place. But this will keep your graphics card from pulling on your PCIe slot. They can be picked up at Amazon for $10, small price to pay. And I use them in all my builds. So upper echelon gamers, I hope you enjoy your new PC. It should last you for years to come. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for future Axial GT content. With that, I'm out of here. You all have a good one.